Tarkan, as I say, we just heard one of my absolutely all-time favourite tracks by you, Kuzu Kuzu. Tell me about the essence of this song.
It's a love song again, but this time it's about me hurting the girl, I mean, the person I'm in love with.
So you're the baddie in this one?
Yeah, I'm the baddie in this one. And then I realized that and come back begging her to take me back. That's what the song's about.
So she has you on your knees in the end, which is how we'd all like to have you, really. Nazan Onjel was very, very influential, I believe, in the making of Karma, this particular album, in terms of songwriting.
We actually just wrote 2 songs with her. She wasn't involved in the whole process of the album.
Okay. So does that mean, then, that actually most of the songs were written by you?
Yes, in Karma it was like that.
And this is my favourite album by you, by the way. So it's great to hear that you actually... I mean, because this is the first album that you really, really took much more control over the songwriting.
Exactly. And since then I realized that I can pull this over, that I can write my own songs, and that it's actually a better idea.
So it really did sort of establish you much more as a more rounded artist in your own right. I mean, up until this point, you worked a great deal, as we know, with Sezen Aksu. She'd been involved as a songwriter for something like maybe 5 years or so.
Yes.
Was it hard to make that break when you came to doing this album?
It was.
Kind of like a security blanket, you know, something that you could rely on, someone you could rely on.
It was, because, you know, Şıkıdım and Şımarık were such huge hits. And in the beginning of my career, people thought that my success was actually her success because of her songs. And of course, you know, ego, it just drives you crazy, because you know that it's not just her songs, it's just the whole package, it's the whole thing. You singing that song in the right way and making sure that people are going to like it, being honest, being sincere. So I just tried to prove to myself that I can do that myself too, and I wrote Kuzu Kuzu. You know.
Did you write Hoop as well?
No, that's Nazan's song.
Oh, darn it. Sorry, I asked about that song. But Kuzu Kuzu, that's okay, that's good. You did that one.
Yes.
So let's just concentrate on that one. When you compose, and now that you've learnt to compose, you know, from, was it, Karma came out in...
2001.
2001,
yes.
Okay. When you do compose, what are the key messages you convey? I mean, are you normally talking about human relationships, about love, about unrequited love, about getting down on your knees and having to apologise for not having loved enough?
I don't like to be negative, even though it's about a downside of a love story. I'm kind of a spiritual person, and I'm trying to be always positive about everything. So it's generally about love in my songs, except the last album. For the first time, I just wanted to scream out my complaints about the world and the things I don't like, the things I wanted to be changed. That's why Metamorphosis is an important album to me. There are a couple of songs which are really about the system, how we're being controlled by the system, how we have to protect ourselves, our souls. But before, yes, I just kept singing about love, because love is all we really need. I mean, it sounds like a cliche, but it's the truth. And also, a driving force for you, I think, all the way along has been about entertaining the audience, as you've said yourself. So, why not? How do you compose? Are you one of those people? Do you sit at a piano and tinkle away at the keys, or do you have sleepless nights wrestling with words going through your head? Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But well, years ago, I used to just have a recorder with me. Anywhere I go, if a melody comes up, just used to record it. But the past few years, I had to learn the technical part of it, and I learned all the music programs to program my own songs. Took some lessons.
So you're working with what, Logic Audio?
Logic, Reason. So I first, if it's an up-tempo song, for example, I work on a beat, you know, like a groove, and then I come up with some melodies and lyrics. But sometimes, you know, the song just comes by itself. It's just, I don't know how a melody comes to you, and you just have to record it immediately. Lyrics, though, oh, that's a different deal, you know. It's tough to come up with new words, some things which haven't been said yet, or to put it in different ways to express it is tough. So during the process of an album, I have sleepless nights, yes. I can't sleep until I get that one word on that line which is missing.
So that's the bit you struggle with the most, is the lyrical side then?
Not struggle,
side,
but
yeah.
I think it should be like poetic, but also not old-fashioned in the same way. Sincere, new. It's tough.
Yeah, you're striving for perfection in that area.
Exactly.
Obviously.
If there's perfection, yes.
How did your musical career begin? I mean, we know you were born in Germany. You came to Istanbul, to Turkey at the age of 13.
I took music classes when I first came to Turkey. When I was 14, I went to school, but it was classical Turkish music. It wasn't pop or anything. 3 years while I was going to high school, I went to this, it wasn't like a school, but like a little community of people who are, learning music. And then I used to sing in clubs and places to make money, to feel more confident about my singing. But then I just met this guy in Istanbul who was a producer, and we did a demo song. It was a Gypsy King song. I wrote Turkish lyrics on it, and we did a Turkish version of that song.
Bambaleo?
No.
Volare?
No, not those very well-known ones. It was a ballad, which became a hit in Turkey. It was my first album. I don't know. Since my childhood, I always felt like that. This is the thing I have to do. Singing is a priority in my life. I love to sing. I love music, and I'm so glad that this happened. I mean, that music is my life, and that people are liking my music, that I'm being appreciated.
But then you come from a family of, I mean, you've got 5 other brothers and sisters, haven't you?
Yeah.
So is this something your parents encouraged? Because surely at that time it wouldn't have been seen as a respectable profession.
I'm lucky. My parents always encouraged me.
You were
Since
really
I was
lucky.
4 years old. I was like the center of the attention at home, because I liked to sing. I was like putting a show for them, like having a spoon or something as a microphone, singing for them for hours. They used to support me a lot, actually,
Wow, so right from a young age you've been a showman.
Yeah.
Always a showman,
Yes.
even now. I mean, you have such a range of expression in your voice. I mean, this is one of the things I love about hearing you sing. You can do sadness, and you can do yearning, and you can do fun, and you can do elation, and above all, you are brilliant at sounding sexy. So what's the secret? How did you develop your vocal skills to such a point that you're able to convey so many different emotions?
I grew up listening to all kinds of music. That was a secret to it. I mean, Turkish music, English music, English language songs, German, all kinds of music. I was really open to it. I feel like I can adjust to all kinds of songs and just make my voice fit into all kinds of different styles of songs or music. I don't know. I guess that's just, a gift I'm grateful to about.